What's up, everybody? It's Vince for the hashtag Very Cool Guys. Nick's behind the camera. He's going to help document what we're doing today. We received a shipment of 3/4 doors, custom doors, that are going to be installed at one of our clients' locations. And in delivery, it seems that one of these little feet at the bottom of the door popped out. See this foot? This foot pretty much is there to do one thing, and that's to protect this edge when it's placed in the truck for shipment. And if you look on this side, the foot is missing and we have a damaged corner. So there was one of two options. First option was to put this door back on the truck and send it back to the mill and have them make a new door. The other option was to fix that chip. So I know what you guys are asking. What are you going to use? What can you install? You know, will wood filler do that? Can you? What product are you going to use? And it's pretty simple. We use, for that repair, a quick drying patch. This is a Bondo product. It's a putty. It's a two-part system. So inside this can is putty. Looks like wood filler. You can, if you open the can, you'll see it should be pretty fluid. And you can see in there, you know, it's just like any other putty. The difference with this putty is that if you install this onto the door in the way that it is now, straight out of the can, it would never dry. It's a two-part system. You need to use this cream hardener. The good part about the cream hardener is the more you add or the less you add to the putty itself, that will determine dry time. So if you need to make a quick repair that has to dry, you know, within minutes, just add a little more cream hardener. I suggest for something like this, we'll do multiple applications. So we'll mix a couple of very, very small batches, fill in small, very thin layers, and then sand it down to a completed state. So we're going to do a build-up over minutes. So we're going to use something to mix in, okay? And then we're going to use a couple different size putty knives. We're going to need something to sand with. We have our sanding block. And depending on how quickly it sets up or is not setting up, we might use a heat gun, but that's not really required for this. Okay, let's get started. First, what you're going to do is you're going to put a very small amount of Bondo or Bondo putty into a non-porous mixing container. We're going to use a spackle pan here. Only mix what you're going to be able to use within minutes, because once this Bondo gets hard, it's unusable. For the amount that we have here, which is, you know, like a silver dollar size, you just want to squeeze that much. Our cream hardener is a little thin, and then all you're going to do is just mix it up. Thoroughly mix it. It says to mix for 2 minutes. So we're kneaded up. We mixed it for a good 30 seconds, I'm gonna say. And this stuff is, you could, you know, just from mixing it, you could tell it's starting to harden up a little bit in here. The consistency is changing as I mix. So all we're gonna do, a nice thin layer. Done. Okay, we're gonna let that dry, and then what we'll do is we'll knock down any heavy spots, and then we'll put a second application in. So we'll be back with you in a minute. If you're impatient like me, what you could do is break out the heat gun. optional. The directions on the can say to allow the Bondo to dry at 77 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes. Colder climates could take a little longer, so this is optional. I'm no way telling you you need to use a heat gun. Use it at your own risk, okay? We're pretty much hardened up. We have to put a second layer on anyway, okay? So we're just gonna wanna lightly sand this to take off the excess and make sure that they're not getting too much of a buildup on the door itself. I wanna shape this a little bit. Ooh, we're taking off some of the primer. Gotta just go a little light here. This door has to be painted and primed and well, it has to be painted anyway in preparation to go into the store. So what we'll do is we'll just hit that with a little wood primer before we paint it, so we get proper adhesion. I just don't want to have too much of a buildup and lose the profile of the door itself. So that's why I will take down in the areas where it needs it. So what we're going to do is we'll mix up another little batch, clean our tools. And this time we really need just a minuscule amount. Hardener. We kind of mimicked the beveled edge as best as we could here. And at the bottom, this is kind of rounded, this is beveled. We tried to mimic that through sanding, but we have a nice hard patch. All we need to do is just prime it. We just need to prime the area where the wood is showing through. So our repair on this door is complete. This thing's ready for paint. We hope this video on how to make repairs in wood, metal, drywall, and concrete using this Bondo all-purpose putty comes in handy. If you like this video and you think it's useful, we hope you'll give it a like. Get subscribed and comment below. Maybe you know someone that needs to make a repair in wood, metal, concrete, drywall, masonry. Make sure to share this video with them. And as always, thanks a lot and have a great day. Oh, by the way, you'll have a much better day if you have some acetone on hand. It'll help you clean your tools when you're done using the Bondo all-purpose putty.